All right, Jets at Eagles. Let's get into Jets at Eagles. First impressions here.
The Eagles last week against Miami put up a pretty strong defensive effort, only allowing 10 points. They had 9 sacks in that game. That was the reason why my fantasy team lost, of course, because the guy I'm playing has the Eagles defense and just put on a clinic against Miami.
Yeah.
The Jets, another team that's sort of going. They're winning games.
They're going up. They're moving in the right direction. You got to say that after last week. I mean, they're playing well.
Absolutely. They're getting there. They're just not quite what I thought they would be in the preseason.
No.
Their running game it's better. It's getting a lot better. They're starting to get more consistent. Sanchez, I think, is improving as a quarterback.
He is.
It's just, as a whole unit compared to the rest of the AFC, I just don't see the Jets up there with the likes of the Patriots, the Steelers, the Ravens. They're just sort of in that second tier. They're good enough to get in the postseason, maybe win a game or two, but not good enough to get in the Super Bowl like Rex Ryan thinks they'll get to every year. Now, if you flip over to the Eagles, they're still one of the league's most disappointing teams. If you look about it, the dream team, we all thought they'd be, first place in the NFC East. Now, if they went out, they'll go 8-8, which I don't think is good enough to win that division because you've got Dallas and the Giants who will they'll win at least 9 games, probably 10. And I just don't think it's a lost season for Philadelphia. You look at this game, I'd say it's almost a coin flip who could win this one. It's at the Link, and the Jets are actually a pretty good road team this year. I'm picking the Jets in this game, even though it's going to be a very, very tight game. It's going to be a defensive struggle. I don't think either of these offenses will be able to move the ball too well. It's going to be something like a 16-10 type of game. I see the Jets winning, and I see a lot of turnovers in this game as well.
Yeah, I think this game could be ugly, just like you were saying. It could be a sloppy game. I'm going to take the Jets, too. The only thing that gives me trepidation, because I think we need to stop picking the Eagles to play close games and win games because of who they are on paper. They've proven to not be that team. Right now, you have to, look at them at what they are, which is, what's their record now? 5-8. Yep.
5-8.
They are a 5-8 team, arguably worse. So,
yeah.
I'm not going to pick them to beat the Jets. The Jets are just, better. But what I will say is what I would worry about here is this is going to be the Jets' first game without safety Jim Leonard. And,
that's a huge loss.
I think that we learned last year when he went out before that big Patriots game, the one during the regular season where they got crushed. Leonard's the guy. I don't think people understand what these safeties do. A guy in Leonard's position is out there reading the offense and his own team and calling the defenses. He's moving people around. He's reading it. He's transferring the information from the coordinator. He's central to this defense. So without Leonard, you've got a backup in there playing a quarterback of the defense kind of role. So I don't know how much that's going to affect the Jets, but that's one thing that makes me want to pick against them here, but I'm not doing it. I mean, the Jets are rolling.
Bart Scott might have to be the quarterback of that defense now that Jim Leonard's gone. It is a huge loss for that secondary. As good as Revis is and Cromartie's played, they're still having that guy out playing center field that could just hit any receiver and dislodge the ball. He's a guy to be feared. Think of what the hit at Larry Fitzgerald, not Larry Fitzgerald, Anquan Bolden took a few years ago from Jim Leonard. That's just hits like that show that this guy, you can't go across the middle not expecting some kind of punishment. Now that he's gone, you have to see teams have to go across the middle of the field now, even though the Jets have 2 pretty decent corners. So it's something to look forward to see in the future to see, can these guys adjust and can they still cover the way they could? In this game, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think the Jets are going to win this one ugly, though.